Okay, guys, so today we are going to be talking about the Makeup by Mario Master Matte's Long Wear Cream Eyeshadow. I have it here in the shade Mauve, and when I went to Sephora the other day to buy that Sephora lipstick that was on sale, of course I had to look around at everything, and when I saw this, I remembered that I have seen many people talk about this and rave about how much they love it, and I was like, I gotta try that. So I had a hard time deciding what shade to buy, but I went with this because I wanted something that was going to give me a little bit of color that I could put all over the eye and up into the crease, and then layer some powder shadows over it, because to just wear this by itself is not enough joie de vivre. I don't know. Um, Not enough something something for me. I can't just do like a matte cream eyeshadow and be done. But I didn't want something that was the same exact color as my skin tone, because I still plan on using my Morphe shadow for that. But with this, of course, I don't have to use the Morphe shadow or a primer underneath it. I can just go in with this and then layer some things on top. Now, if you saw yesterday's video, I had this on in yesterday's video, and I put ColourPop Super Shock Shadow and Frog on my lids, and I put MAC Wedge in the crease. And that was the first time that I had used it, was yesterday. And let me tell you, I was shocked at how especially MAC Wedge went on over this. But anyways, I'm going to do a different look with you today and show you this. There's quite a few, well, not quite a few, but there are several colors. And, well, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute. So you can only do one eye at a time because it dries quickly. So what you're going to do is you're going to put some on the area that you want. And you can either use a brush or you can use your finger to blend it. So I love the idea that I can just use my finger to blend this out, and that I don't have to use a brush if I don't want to. So these would be great to travel with. And you can layer different colors of these together to do a complete look too. They're quite versatile. So it's gonna set up quickly, so you want to blend it to be, how the areas you want, the shape you want. And I looked at my makeup at the end of the day yesterday, and my eye makeup did not move, and it was warm. It was very warm yesterday, and it was like 50% humidity. And yeah, the shadows that I put over it, you know how sometimes when you use cream eyeshadows, things migrate or they separate or they fade or whatever, or they crack or do weird things? This was the perfect base for those shadows, because everything looked exactly the way that it did when I first did my makeup. So really impressed with that. Okay, so we're just going to do one eye at a time, and then I'll shut the camera off and do the other eye like I always do. So I was looking at my makeup collection, and I said, what would be another good option for this mauve shade? And the Maybelline City Mini palette in Skyscape Dusk. Okay, this is going to be perfect for this, right? So yesterday I had that MAC eyeshadow in the crease, but I said today, let's do a drugstore shadow palette instead, and see how that goes, because sometimes higher end eyeshadows perform so nicely that it can not give you a true sense of the product that you're putting with it. So I thought, yeah, let's do drugstore. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see, which one do I want to start with? Let me see. Okay, what I want to start with is this mauve shade right here. So I'm going to put some of that on my brush. Oh, I forgot how much kickback these have. All right, I'm going to put that in the crease, and that is a slightly deeper shade of mauve than what I have for the Makeup by Mario one. And I'm also going to put some on the outer part of my lid. And let me tell you, powder shadows blend over this cream product like a dream. It is the perfect base for any eyeshadows. Now, I thought about getting like the neutral one that would match my skin tone, but I was like, no, because I really like the Morphe cream eyeshadows for that. So why don't I get something that I'm going to have some contrast, you know? So these come in several different colors, and I, spoiler alert, I absolutely love this. This is an amazing product. The formula is so good. I want more colors, but it's $25, you know, so that's a lot. I don't typically buy things at Sephora for that reason. The only reason why I went and got that Sephora lipstick the other day is it was on sale for half off, so it was only $8. But yeah, I just heard so many good things about this Makeup by Mario cream eyeshadow that I had to try it. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm going to go into this very, very light shade right here. And I'm going to put that on my brow bone and inner corner. And then I'm going to take a detail brush and I'm going to go into the darkest shade right there, which is like a beautiful plummy brown, I would say. And I'm just going to very carefully put some of that along the lower lash line, like that. And I'm going to get right up in that corner there. Now, because I used the Makeup by Mario mauve shade all over, and then I went in with the darker mauve shade, I've got some definition and contrast there, okay? So I don't really need to do a lid shade, I guess is what I'm saying, unless I wanted to. For an eyeliner, I'm going to use the Revlon Colorstay Multiplayer Liquid Glide Eye Pencil in High Stakes. And this is a brown. Really pretty brown though. All right, I'm gonna do the other eye and curl my lashes and put mascara on and come back and wrap this up. Okay, so that is the finished look, and I'm telling you, you guys, these are definitely worth $25. I love this so much. But because it's mauve and it's deeper than my skin tone, obviously my skin is kind of on the mauve side, but it's not this mauve. Um, I'm somewhat limited now to, what colors I can put with this. I mean, I can do something other than mauve. I did yesterday, but I want more colors of these, but they're $25 a piece. Um, but if you want something like this and you can't spend $25, Hard Candy makes a similar product, and these are the three neutral shades, but there are also some crazy colored ones. And these are available at select Walmarts because not that many Walmarts sell hard candy anymore, but I think these are like $4 and they're very, very nice. So the closest equivalent I have to the Makeup by Mario one would be this. So, I would say this is sort of a mauve or a taupe, maybe. And by the way, this is a swatch of the one that I just showed you. But yeah, just to give you an idea, okay, this one called Cake by Hard Candy. These are super pigmented though, so you have to be very careful how much you use of this. But I just want to show you that, yeah, this is darker and more like taupe rather than mauve. But yeah, if you just want to play around with using this type of product, I think these are $4 at Walmart. And but yeah, this is amazing. I absolutely love it. I want more colors. And so I just have like a all matte look on today. And I like it, but I probably, would, if I wasn't filming this video, doing like a review, I would probably go back in and then put something sparkly on my lids. Actually, let's do that just to see how it looks. I mean, I did the ColourPop frog yesterday, so you could just, go look at that. But since you're here and you're watching this, I'm going to use Urban Decay Moondust Shadow and Space Cowboy. Yeah, let's see how, because the ColourPop one is, the Super Shock shadows are, quite a different formula than this. So yeah, let's see how Space Cowboy looks with this. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my God, you guys. And I didn't get any fallout yesterday because Super Shock shadows are super, super glittery. And I didn't get any fallout when I patted it on top. Oh my God, I love it even more. Oh wow. Okay, so yay. Now to me it looks done now because I don't do a lot of all matte looks. I don't know. I just get, once you get used to the shimmer, you miss it when you don't use it. But yeah, big thumbs up, you guys. This is a perfect formula. Everything layers so beautifully over it. And it doesn't move. It's long lasting. The only downside is the price, and you have to work fast because once it dries down, you're not going to move this. I think it's waterproof, and yeah, it's really long lasting. But big, big thumbs up. All right, thank you for watching and subscribing. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel when you do. And I'll see you next time. Bye.